Hey everybody, we're going to be talking today about the Mobius event. I am not somebody who has participated a lot in Mobius in the past, and I'm probably not someone who's going to be participating a lot into the future. Spoilers for my conclusions on this video. I'm not going to say that Mobius is a bad event, I just don't think it's a particularly fun event. It is similar to a lot of those video games where you have a wave after wave kind of thing, like a survival mode or something like that. I've played survival mode in a lot of other games, in things like first-person shooters, Call of Duty. I used to love a lot of the ones in Call of Duty. But I think the thing that makes Mobius different from a lot of other video games is that there's not a lot of variety in the things that you're going to be fighting. You're really just fighting things over and over again that are just going to take various amounts of HP to kill. Some of them have some resistances and things like that, so you might want to break them with a lancer, or you might want to do a little bit of tactic behind them to make sure that you're killing them quickly enough, but it really is just click attack, click attack, click attack, click attack over and over and over again. You do have to look out sometimes for the occasional shield that's going to bounce back that damage at you. You do have to keep an eye on the typings of the monsters sometimes, but really that doesn't really factor in all that much if you have a well-equipped team. If you have a well-rounded party that's going into this event with you, it's going to be pretty easy, and really after a while it's just going to be tedious. I hate to compare it to the bane of my existence raid, but it's kind of like raid, where you're just kind of clicking attack over and over and over again. You don't really run into the same kind of status roulette that you do in raid, because in raid you will go up against a monster and it'll put every status effect in the book on you, and it just ends up being where you can't do anything. You can't do any damage, you can't do any attacks, everything's paralyzed, confused, everything. I didn't run into that in Mobius, but it still is tedious, and I don't really want to look for tedium in my game. It isn't particularly hard to approach if you do have people that will play with you. If you have a full party of actual players that you can play with, it's pretty easy to just jump into and try. And it seems like just your gear score and the gear that you bring to it is really the only deciding factor on how long you go. It's not like there's a lot of tactics behind it. I mean, a little bit here and there, but there's not a lot of tactics or strategy or anything like that. So unlike Coliseum, which I was pleasantly surprised on, I don't think I'll be doing a lot of Mobius going forward unless I absolutely have to. I mean, it's part of the game, so I'll play it here and there, but I don't really think it's something that I would actively pursue. I found Coliseum mentally stimulating because there were tactics behind it. There were different strategies that you can use. You could use your abilities at different times. There was teamwork involved, and I liked that. But Mobius, it really is just kind of the grind. You're just throwing yourself at monsters until you eventually die. You run out of time. So those are my thoughts on Mobius. If you like what you heard here today, please hit that like button. Make sure it turns blue. Leave a comment down below. What would you like me to try out and give my thoughts on in the future? Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and instead of telling you I'll see you next time, I'm going to let you keep going and watching the footage in the background. Then I'll see you next time.